Hi guys, I feel like we haven't chatted in a while, so I figured I'd make a video explaining some, well, I guess, legends, which is our next topic. So to start off, the word legend comes from a Latin word called legendas, which means something which ought to be told. So when we're talking about myths, fairy tales, and legends, there's a few differences. But really, the biggest difference is legends falls somewhere between myth and historical fact. So this means that a legend is based on a real person, a place, or event in history. Okay. Now, this doesn't mean that legends are just boring, straightforward stories told about history, a person, a place. Okay. But typically, these stories are embellished or hyped up to make it seem more epic or make the person or the story more relevant and important. Okay. Now, there are a handful of really well-known legends that everybody's really already should be familiar with. We have things like King Arthur, Robin Hood, and probably my personal favorite, the Flying Dutchman. So if you don't know who the Flying Dutchman is or what the story is about, typically it is based on a ghost ship that kind of roams around the oceans looking for sailors to take to their afterlife. I think one of the Pirates of the Caribbean actually does a pretty good job of depicting the Flying Dutchman. But this story is a legend because it's actually based off of some historical events that actually occurred, meaning that people actually saw some ghost ships kind of flying around, or I guess sailing around, okay, and being real creepy. So these stories are actually based off of the fact that when there were privateers and pirates, and there was a lot of sailing, and when Britain ruled the seas with their giant navy, there are actual ghost ships. Not that they were see-through or from the afterlife, but there were ships that were accidentally abandoned or let go, and they floated around the ocean. And some sailors would sometimes come across these ships and make up fantastic stories. And Flying Dutchman was one of them. Okay. So really, to kind of sum up, legend typically are embellished stories, okay, exaggerated stories about a real person or a real place or a real event that happened, okay? And its main purpose is to make the story, the place, or the person seem a bit more relevant or important or more exciting than it actually was in real life, okay? Now, I hope that makes sense. There should be an activity coming up, or I've already posted it, so keep an eye out for that. Other than that, talk to you guys later.